Hey guys, YouTuber100 here. Alright, and now, continuing the Star Wars movie reviews. Now here's my review of Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. So, yeah, what could I say about this movie that people haven't already said? Yeah, a lot of people consider this to be the best Star Wars movie of all time. And yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Yeah, yeah, this is this one was definitely my favorite of the original trilogy, and yeah, I'd probably say it's my favorite one of the entire series. Yeah, I remember as a kid, this one was by far the one that I watched the most, and yeah, I just really, really do like this one a lot, and yeah, I'd probably say I like this one the most out of all the Star Wars movies. Yeah, this is just a great movie. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, some people have considered this to be one of, if not the greatest sequel of all time. And yeah, this is just yeah, it's really, really, really great. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you just have just about everybody from the original movie returning. Yeah. Yeah, I have Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Anthony Daniels, Peter Mayhew, Kenny Baker. Yeah, you have all of them returning, and yeah, you also have like Alec Guinness also returning, but his role in this movie is like really, really minor. He only makes a couple of small appearances in this film. Yeah. Also there's Frank Oz in here, of course. Yeah, this was the first time that he was Yoda, and yeah, of course there's James Earl Jones also still voicing Darth Vader, and yeah, and yeah, Billy D. Williams, and yeah, just yeah, has just about all the original cast returning and a few new people in it. Yeah. And like I said before, or A New Hope, if you go by from Phantom Menace to Return of the Jedi, was the last one under George Lucas's direction. So yeah, this film is under the direction of Irvin Kershner. And yeah, yeah, it is a great, great movie. Yeah, I would give this movie 4 stars out of 4. Yeah, this movie is just about as close to perfect as you can. Well, not really perfect, but yeah, it is. I would say it's a 4-star film. Yeah. It has great battle scenes. Yeah, it just yeah, the battle scenes are great, and yeah, the acting is great, and yeah, the movie is just great. So yeah, let me just get right into it. So yeah, film opens, yeah, the 20th Century Fox logo in the Lucasfilm, and then a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And then yeah, have the opening crawl. It says it's a dark time for the Republic, and yeah, the Imperial forces have driven the Rebel forces off of their Rebel base. Okay, and then yeah, you say they've now established a new base on the snow planet of Hoth. And yeah, it's the Rebel fleet is led by Luke, and then yeah, and then it said Darth Vader was obsessed with finding Luke, and then has just sent and probe droids out into the far reaches of space. And then yeah, it showed, and then a Star Destroyer sending down some pods down to Hoth, and then yeah, once the pods crash down onto Hoth, it seems like at first they're just like meteorites, and then yeah, And then we actually see like an Imperial probe droid rising up. And then, yeah, taking off through the planet. Yeah. Yeah, and then, yeah, shows Luke, like, riding a Tauntaun on out in Hoth, and yeah, he sees, like, another one falling down. And he thought that it was a meteorite, and then, yeah, he made contact with Han, saying that he was going to check it out and it wouldn't take long. But then, yeah, Luke got attacked by a Wampa ice monster. Yeah, and then, yeah. And then the Wampa, like, dragged Luke back to its cave. Yeah. And then, yeah, Han then arrived back at the Echo base on Hoth. And then, yeah, he was telling the Rebel General, General Ranking, that he can't stay anymore, that there's a price on his head, and if he doesn't pay off Jabba the Hutt, he's a dead man. And yeah, he like was just telling Leia it was dead, and yeah, Leia was just like real calm about it, and yeah, Han was just telling Leia not to get all mushy on him. Yeah, and then yeah, Leia was trying to tell Han that they need him there, and yeah, Han was just like saying that Leia wants him to say how she feels about him. And then, yeah, she said that she feels that he's gonna leave without giving her a goodbye kiss. Yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, Leia was saying that she would rather kiss a Wookiee. Yeah. Yeah. Then eventually, later, C-3PO was, like, talking to Han, saying that Leia was worried about Luke and that he hasn't come back yet. And C-3PO was telling Han that nobody knows where Luke is. Yeah. Yeah. Han asked another deck officer to see if Luke may have come in from the south entrance of the base, and then yeah, it turned out that he didn't. And yeah, the speeders weren't ready for Han to go out looking for Luke, so yeah, Han decided to go out on a Tauntaun to find Luke. Yeah. Then it showed like Luke hanging upside down in the Wampus cave. His feet were like stuck in like some ice or whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah. And just showed the Wampa like beating. Yeah. And then yeah, Luke tried to set himself free, but yeah, he couldn't do it by hand, so yeah. And he saw his lightsaber was in the snow, and so yeah, he was reaching out to try to get it, and then yeah, he was like using the Force to try to get the lightsaber, and yeah, Luke then eventually got it, and then he freed himself from the ice, and then yeah, as the Wampa was trying to go after Luke, Luke then chopped off the Wampa's arm, and then yeah, Luke then tried escaping, but then but yeah, because of just the snowy temperature, yeah, Luke just like couldn't go. Luke just kept collapsing, and then yeah. And eventually Luke just fell face down onto the snow. Oh yeah, and yeah. Then Luke just could hear like Obi-Wan's voice, and yeah, we just saw like Obi-Wan's ghost really lightly, and then yeah, Obi-Wan was telling Luke that let's go to the Dagobah system and learn from Yoda. Yeah. And then yeah, Luke like tried reaching out, but then yeah, then Han then eventually arrived, and yeah, Obi-Wan faded away. And then yeah, as like Han came to like aid Luke, then the Tauntaun just then collapsed and died. And then yeah, using Luke's lightsaber, Han then just cut the Tauntaun open, and like its its intestines or something was sticking out. I mean, ugh. I remember when I was a kid that really grossed me out, and yeah, even when I see it now, it just like, ugh, like turn my head at it because it still looks really gross. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, yeah. Han just used the Tauntaun to keep Luke warm until he was able to get the shelter up. Yeah, Han was saying that he thought that they smelled bad on the outside. And then the next morning had some members of the Rebel, like going out on the speeders to try to find Luke and Han. And then yeah, and then one of them finally he was able to make contact with Han and bring them back to the Echo base. And then yeah, they were able to revive Luke. And then yeah, then Han was like confronting Leia, saying that she managed to keep him around a little longer, and she was saying that she had nothing to do with that. And then yeah, and I was just saying that if she can, and saying to have a guy like her out of her, that guy like him out of her sight. And yeah, and yeah. Leia then just called Han a stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. And then yeah, Han just replied with, "Who's scruffy-looking?" Yeah. Yeah, and then eventually then Leia, oh my gosh, Leia then kissed Luke. I mean, seriously. And considering what we find out about them later on, well, yeah, I've already, like, you already know if you've seen. Yeah, you all already know, yeah. I mean, this is a brother and sister right here, and they're kissing, I mean, ugh. Yeah. And then later on, like, the rebel forces, like, they discover, like, something, like, close to the base. And then, yeah, then Han and Chewie then, like, went to check it out, and then they saw it was the Imperial droid, and they were able to blast it. And then, yeah, they figured out that the Empire knows that they're there, where they are, and yeah, they decided to start the evacuation. Yeah. And then, yeah, it showed, like, the Star Destroyers, where he's in space, and yeah, it showed Darth Vader was on the Super Star Destroyer. And then, yeah, they discovered that where the Rebel base on Hoth is, and so, yeah, Darth Vader then ordered them to set the coordinates for the Hoth system. Yeah. And then, yeah, and as the Imperial General, old General Veers, was ordered by Darth Vader to lead the Empire in the Hoth battle, then, like, Darth Vader then just, like, choked the Admiral Ozzel, after making a mistake in the Hoth battle, and then he gave, like, Captain Piet the Admiral position. So yeah, and then yeah, as the rebel forces were starting the evacuation, Leia was telling them all that they would have to stay very close to their transports while in this evacuation, and then that once they've gotten past the energy shield, that they must proceed right to the rendezvous point. And then yeah, then there was a transport that was taking off, and then yeah, they had the ion cannon shoot at the Star Destroyer to, like, clear the way for the transport to take off, and they did. So yeah, and then yeah, we saw, like, and it showed, like, what the Imperial fleet were in to, like take out the base, and they were in, like, these, well, in the words of Family Guy, I guess I should say robotic camels. Well, it's called the AT-ATs, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, as the, like, rebel forces were heading to the Echo Station, and they were, like, going in battle with the AT-ATs, and yeah, they realized that the army was really too strong for them to blast, and Luke decided that everyone should use the harpoons and tow cables and go for the legs. Yeah. And before Luke's gunner and his speeder could actually fire, he ended up getting blasted and killed. And so yeah, Luke then told Wedge that he would have to make the shot with his gunner. And so yeah, they then, like, wrapped a tow cable around Nanat's legs, and then yeah, it caused it to, like, just fall forward, and then yeah, they then just shot the AT-AT in the neck, and then that's what made it explode. Oh, and then have it be destroyed. Yeah, and then yeah, and the general was telling Darth Vader that the shield will be down in moments and that he may start his landing. Yeah. And yeah, as Luke was trying to cover on like the Rogue 2, to go for a shot, Rogue 2 then got blasted. That's it. But yeah, I should say like the Rogue 2 pilot, like he like had like some kind of, it was like he got hit or something on his face. Like you could see like there was like he was like bleeding from the side of his face or something. Yeah, I was like wondering what happened. Yeah, but yeah, as I said, Rogue 2 got blasted. Yeah. Then Luke's ship got hit and caused him to crash down. Yeah. And Luke was able to make it out of the speeder right before an AT-AT stepped on it and crushed it. Yeah. And then yeah, Han then came to like try to escort Princess Leia to the transport, and then yeah, then there was like there was an attack on the base, and yeah, they received word that Imperial troops had entered the base. So yeah, Han then like tried to escort Leia to the transport. Or yeah, and yeah, R2 was loaded up into an X-wing, Luke's X-wing, to go to Dagobah. But yeah, well, yeah, it was meant to go to the rendezvous point, I should say. Yeah, but yeah, Luke ended up going to Dagobah. But yeah, I'll get back to that in a second. Yeah, and then yeah, and yeah, as I said, Princess Leia was escorted. Well, Han tried to escort Leia to her transport, and yeah, C-3PO went with him. Yeah, and then yeah, Luke destroyed another AT-AT by like actually planting a grenade or something into it, and yeah, that caused like a bunch of explosions, and the AT-AT and its head exploded, and it just like fell over. And then yeah, and then they eventually then attacked the Echo base, and then yeah, it caused a cave-in the direction that the transport was in for Han to take Leia to, and then yeah, Han decided to just take Leia and just get her out on the Millennium Falcon. And yeah, and then it showed like Darth Vader and some stormtroopers and like some snow gears here, like trying to stop the Millennium Falcon from taking off. But yeah, Han blasted back at the stormtroopers, and then yeah, they were able to escape off. And then yeah, Luke then got into the X-wing, and then yeah, Luke took off for Dagobah. Yeah, and yeah, and then in space, like, and Han and Chewie were trying to outrun the other Star Destroyers and like Imperial fighters, and yeah, Han like tried to help maneuver them, and he just like flew directly down. And yeah, I like the shot that they did, like showing the bottoms of the Star Destroyers, and Han just like flying right towards us. Yeah. And then yeah, they went, and yeah, Han flew right into an asteroid field, and yeah, they decided to hide in an asteroid. Yeah. And then Luke then later on arrived on Dagobah. And yeah, as he was like flying into the planet, like it was like all fog and Luke couldn't see a thing. And Luke like ended up crash landing into like a lake. Yeah. Yeah. And as Luke was getting out trying to have a look around on the planet, the ship like just teetered and R2 fell off. And then yeah, and R2 was able to get like his satellite above the like of the surface. And then yeah, it then showed like another type of like another creature trying to eat R2, but then spat R2 back up because yeah, R2 didn't taste very good. Yeah, and then Luke was just telling R2 that if R2 thinks coming there was a bad idea, Luke was starting to agree. Yeah, Luke was just saying that feels like it was just a dream he was in. Maybe he's just going crazy. And then R2 had like some kind of oil leak or something. I'm not sure what it really meant. Yeah. Yeah. And then the Admiral went to talk to Darth Vader, and then that actually showed like the mask and helmet actually being put on Darth Vader here, and yeah, you could actually see the back of his head. Yeah. Yeah, the Admiral was just telling Vader that they were, you know, that the Falcon was hiding in an asteroid field, and yeah, they couldn't risk like taking their ships in the asteroid field, but yeah, Darth Vader just told the Admiral that the asteroids don't mean nothing, and he wants the Millennium Falcon found with no excuses. You know, and then yeah, then as Luke set up his campsite at Dagobah, then like he then eventually came across Yoda, but he wasn't actually revealed as Yoda yet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, Yoda. Yeah, and Luke was just telling Yoda that he was looking for a great warrior. Yeah, yeah, it was funny how yeah Yoda was just like taking a bite of Luke's food. He was just asking Luke how he got so big eating food of this kind. And yeah, he was rummaging through Luke's belongings, just throwing stuff around. And then yeah, Yoda found Luke's lamp, and yeah, Yoda was just saying that it was his, or he won't help Luke. And then yeah, R2 tried taking it back, but yeah, Luke just told R2 to let Yoda have it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Luke said that he was looking for a Jedi Master, so Yoda figured out that he was the one Luke was looking for. And yeah, Yoda wanted Luke to come to his home to eat. Yeah, and yeah, Luke then went with Yoda to his home. Yeah. And yeah, then we had like a thing where like we could kind of like start on the Falcon, like seeing like there was starting to be a bond between like Han and Leia. Yeah, this kind of like began the love that they would have for each other. Yeah, this was the type of like kind of love that should have been with Anakin and Padme in the prequels. Yeah, it should have been done like this. Yeah, and it was funny, like as Han and Leia then were kissing. Thing. C-3PO was just came and interrupted and told Han that he had like fixed something, and then yeah, yeah, Han was just sarcastically thanking C-3PO. Oh, C-3PO actually thought that Han was really meaning it, and said he just said you're very welcome. Yeah, and then yeah, as Luke was having eating at Yoda's, Luke was asking like when can he see Yoda and how long will it be? How far is Yoda? Yeah. Yeah, and then Yoda was like he then brought up well he asked Luke what he actually wants to see Yoda for, and yeah, Luke said to become a Jedi, and then yeah, Yoda then brought up that Luke's father was a Jedi, and yeah, Luke just asked how did he even know that his father was a Jedi when he didn't even know him, and yeah, then Luke just like lost patience and just asked what he's doing there. And yeah, Yoda then actually then revealed to Luke he was Yoda after he just asked Obi-Wan how could he train him when he has no patience. And then we heard Obi-Wan's voice. He's just asking Yoda if he was any different when Yoda was training him. Yeah. Yeah. And then yeah, Yoda eventually was telling Luke that he's too old, like whatever with Anakin and the Phantom Menace. Yeah. Yeah. Luke was telling Yoda that he's not afraid, and Yoda told him that he would be. And then yeah, Yoda was then like training Luke. Like he was having him like just climb things and just running and flipping, yeah, all that. Yeah. And he was telling Luke that a Jedi uses power for defense and never attack. Yeah. And then yeah, later on, like Luke came to some type of pit or cave or something. And then yeah, he saw what he thought was Darth Vader. Yeah, and yeah, had a small duel with him, and then yeah, Luke then like cut off the head, and then yeah, and then the mask just exploded open, and Luke saw that it was actually his face. So yeah, it was like Luke was just fighting with himself. But I was always wondering, like, what exactly was that trying to say? I've always been wondering, like, what did that really mean? I mean, was it like trying to like send a message to Luke of who Darth Vader really was? That he was his father? I mean, was it just like trying to send a message telling Luke that? I mean, it's always something I've wondered, like, what was that really trying to say? Yeah. And then yeah, in the asteroid where the Falcon was hiding, then like Leia saw like something outside in the cave where they were in, and then yeah, Han, Leia, and Chewie went out to try to see what it was. Yeah, they were wearing oxygen masks and going out into the cave outside the Falcon. Yeah, and then yeah, they shot him down, and then yeah, then as they shot, they could see like it was starting to shake, and then yeah, they could notice that it was like the ground felt strange and there was moisture in there, and so yeah, Han actually figured out what they were in. Yeah, they were racing out, and they could see like we saw a mouth closing from the inside, and Leia was just saying the cave was collapsing, and Han just said it was no cave. And then yeah, it showed that they were actually inside of a space slug in the asteroid. Yeah. Yeah, then yeah, Han and Chewie were also, well, yeah, I should also say, yeah, I accidentally skipped over this when they were like trying to outrun the Star Destroyers earlier. Yeah, the hyperdrive was like broken down. Down, down, yeah, and yeah, they tried to go to lightspeed a couple of times, but yeah, the hyperdrive was broken down, so yeah, they couldn't make jump to lightspeed. So yeah, that's why they like had to try to fight. And yeah, right here, and yeah, once they like the hyperdrive was still broken down, you know, then Han decided to just turn around and try to fight. And then yeah, yeah, yeah. In the one of the Star Destroyers, there's one of the like Imperial captains for the Star Destroyer, Captain Needa, tried to like tell the Star Destroyer to have the shield up because well that they were attacked. But then yeah, Falcon like passed by, and then like it didn't show up on any of their computers. Haters or the radars, and so yeah, Captain Needa just decided that he would accept responsibility for losing the Falcon, and he apologized to Darth Vader. Then when he went to apologize to Darth Vader, then like Darth Vader just choked Captain Needa to death, and he then said apology was accepted. Yeah. Yeah, Darth Vader was just telling, like, basically every bounty hunter in the galaxy, and one of them including Boba Fett, that there would be a reward for who would ever find the Millennium Falcon. And yeah, it showed that the Millennium Falcon was actually, he, like, attached to the Star Destroyers. And then yeah, they were trying to see like where else they could go to hide from the Empire. And yeah, then Han decided to go like try to stay with Lando, who was actually an old friend of Han's, Lando Calrissian, and that was on the planet Bespin. So yeah, yeah, they then launched themselves out when, oh, and then yeah, they then tried for Bespin, but then yeah, Boba Fett was following them. And yeah, as Yoda was training Luke some more, or like Luke then was attempting to like try to get the X-wing out of the lake, but he couldn't do it. And then yeah, Yoda was able to get the X-wing out of the lake by himself. Also, and then yeah, Luke just told Yoda that he didn't understand, and yeah, Yoda just told Luke that that was why he's failed. Yeah, and then yeah, and then later Luke could just like sense that Han and Leia were in trouble, that he and that Yoda told him that it's from the future what he's seeing. Yeah, Luke asked if Han and Leia would die, and yeah, Yoda just really couldn't predict what was gonna happen. And so yeah, Luke felt that he had to go to Bespin to try to save Han and Leia from being destroyed. Right? And then yeah, and both Yoda and Obi-Wan tried to tell Luke not to go. Oh, because yeah, he wouldn't be able to save them on his own since he's not a fully trained Jedi. Right? And that only a fully trained Jedi will be able to defeat Darth Vader, the Emperor. And Obi-Wan was trying to tell Luke that he didn't want to lose him to the Emperor the way he lost Darth Vader. And yeah. Yeah, but honestly, Obi-Wan and Yoda are idiots. Alright? I mean, they know who Luke is. They know that who Vader is. They know that Vader was Luke's father. This would have been like the exact time for them to actually tell Luke the truth. Gosh. Yeah. But yeah, then yeah. Luke was telling Yoda that he'll return to complete the training. Yeah. And as Luke was taking off, Obi-Wan told Yoda that Luke was their last hope, but Yoda said that no, there was another. And yeah, and yeah, Han, Leia, Chewie, and C-3PO then arrived on Bespin, and yeah, they then were like trying to reach Lando at Cloud City, and yeah, they were then allowed to land Cloud City, and then yeah, we then saw Lando. Oh, and yeah, he was. Yeah, at first didn't seem really happy to see Han, but then yeah, he was just like joking around about how like not being pleased about it, and then yeah, he met Leia and C-3PO, yeah, and as Lando was showing them from inside, like C-3PO saw like another protocol droid, and it was saying something to C-3PO, and C-3PO said how rude. And then inside the room, the protocol droid came out. He thought he heard what sounded like an R2 unit, and he went into the room. And then yeah, we heard just some A voice. He's asking what C-3PO was doing there, and yeah, C-3PO just got blasted, and yeah, he was just like destroyed into pieces. Yeah. And yeah, later on, then, and Luke found. Well, no, not Luke. Sorry, Chewie found C-3PO like just broken into pieces in a junk pile. And then yeah, he brought him back to Han and Leia, and they saw it. Yeah, and then yeah, Lando asked if they wanted a refreshment. And as yeah, then Lando led them to the dining room where Darth Vader was there waiting, and yeah, Han tried to shoot at Darth Vader, but yeah, Darth Vader then like took Lando's gun, yeah, and then yeah, Boba Fett then appeared, and yeah, stormtroopers appeared from behind them, and Lando just said that they arrived right before that, well, that Vader arrived before they all did, yeah. Then yeah, then Lando, well, no, then yeah, Han, Chewie, and Leia were all being held prisoner by Darth Vader. Yeah, and yeah, it showed like Han actually being tortured. Yeah, they didn't actually show what actually was happening to him, but yeah, they were just showing like a bunch of electric sparks coming out, and yeah, we just like heard Han screaming in agony. And then Boba Fett was just hired by Jabba the Hutt to bring Han Solo to him. And yeah, Darth Vader told Boba Fett that he could take Han to Jabba after he had Luke. And then yeah, Lando asked Darth Vader what was the fate of Leia and Chewie, and yeah, Darth Vader told Lando that they wouldn't be allowed to leave the city ever again. And yeah, Lando tried to tell Darth Vader that that was never part of a condition of their agreement or was giving Han to Boba Fett, but yeah, Darth Vader forced Lando to agree to it. And yeah, Lando went to tell Han, Chewie, and Leia like what was going on, that Vader agreed to turn Leia and Chewie over to Lando, and that Han was being given to the bounty hunter. But then when Leia told Lando that Vader wants them dead, Lando told him that he doesn't want them, that he's after Luke, and that Darth Vader set a trap for him, and that Luke was on his way. And then yeah, Han tried attacking Lando, but a couple of Lando's guards whacked Han. Yeah. And yeah, in the carbon freezing chamber, Darth Vader was intending to freeze Luke on his journey to the Emperor. And yeah, Lando was telling Vader that they only use that for carbon freezing, and if they put Luke in there, it might kill him. And yeah, Vader was just saying that they would test the freezing on Han Solo. And then yeah, and as Han was like being set up to be put in the carbon freezer, then like Chewie tried fighting off the stormtroopers to try to help Han, but then Han like calmed Chewie down, telling him that it won't help and that there will be another day, that in the meantime he has to take care of Leia. And yeah, and then yeah, then as before Han was actually lowered into the freezing thing, then yeah, Leia just told Han she loves him, and Han just replied with "I know." Yeah. And then yeah, Han then was frozen in carbonite, and then yeah, Lando then said that Han did survive. Yeah. Yeah. And then yeah, Vader then and told them to reset the chamber for Luke, and then yeah, he heard. Then he found out that Luke had just landed, and he just told everyone to see to it that Luke finds his way into the chamber. And yeah, Darth Vader like altered the deal with Lando again, and he told Lando to take Leia and Chewie to a ship. And then it showed like them taking Han, frozen in carbonite, to Boba Fett's ship, so he could take Han to Jabba the Hutt. And yeah, it showed like Luke saw like Han being taken. And then yeah, then as Leia and Chewie were being taken to Vader's ship, then like Lando had like summoned like his, I don't know if I should say like his assistant or what it was, but yeah, one of his like was one of his people, Lobot, who was like had cybernetic implants. He summoned him to like capture the stormtroopers. And yeah, then like the stormtroopers could see like Luke coming. And yeah, they tried firing at Luke, and then yeah, Leia tried telling Luke not to do it and that it was a trap. And then yeah, Luke went to the carbon freezing chamber. And then yeah, he then saw Darth Vader, and then yeah, they had a lightsaber duel, and yeah, Vader just kept overpowering Luke in the fight. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, Lando's guards and Lobot then like surrounded the stormtroopers, and Lando told them to hold the stormtroopers in the security tower. And yeah, as Han was trying to get Leia and Luke out of there, then like once like Chewie tried choking Lando, and then yeah, Lando was telling them that there was still a chance to save Han at the east platform where Boba Fett's ship was, and so yeah, they tried to race to save Han, but they couldn't make it in time, and yeah, Boba Fett escaped with Han frozen in carbonite, yeah. And then yeah, Darth Vader then like lured Luke to fall into the carbon freezer, but yeah, Luke was able to jump out before the freezing process started. Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, Luke then caused Darth Vader to fall down somewhere, and then yeah, Luke just went down trying to find Vader, and he eventually did. And yeah, they continued to fight, but then yeah, Darth Vader then just kept throwing a bunch of things at Luke, and they kept hitting him. And yeah, one thing just broke a window, and then yeah, a bunch of things were being blown out the window, and then yeah, Luke was then blown out. Yeah, and yeah. Then yeah, Lando like announced over an intercom to everybody at Cloud City that the Empire is taking control of the city and advised everyone to leave before more Imperial troops arrived. Yeah, and then yeah, they eventually then escaped Cloud City on the Millennium Falcon. And yeah, Darth Vader and Luke continued to go at it. And then yeah, Luke was able to hit Darth Vader in the shoulder before Darth Vader then cut off Luke's hand. Yeah. And yeah, Darth Vader tried telling Luke that he should join with him and he would complete his training and they could bring order to the galaxy, but Luke told Darth Vader that he would never join him. And yeah, Vader just told Luke that Obi-Wan never told him what happened to his father. And Luke just said that he told him enough, and that Obi-Wan told him that Vader killed him, and then yeah, Darth Vader then told Luke that he is his father. Yeah, yeah, Luke just said it wasn't true and impossible. And Vader just told him to search his feelings and he knows it to be true. And Luke just screamed no. Yeah, and Darth Vader just tried telling Luke to join him and they could rule the galaxy as father and son. Yeah, Luke just allowed and let himself fall. Oh, and then yeah, he was then just ejected from out of the uh, building. Yeah, and then yeah, he was just like holding on to bars to prevent him from falling. And then yeah, Luke was just like hanging on, and yeah, he was just desperately trying to get a telepathic plea out to Leia, and yeah, Leia could just like feel it, and yeah, she told Chewie and Lando that they had to go back because she knew where Luke was. And yeah, they saw Luke hanging, and then they stopped the Falcon right beneath Luke. And yeah, and yeah, Lando opened the top hatch for Luke to fall into. And then yeah, they got Luke. They were able to save Luke, and then yeah, Vader then arrived back onto the Star Destroyer. And yeah, as they were trying to race away from the Imperial fighters, they tried going for the hyperdrive again, but but it was still down. And then yeah, as Chewie went to try to fix it some more, or then we actually found out that it was actually the Imperial forces that deactivated the hyperdrive in the Millennium Falcon, and they were about to catch the Millennium Falcon into their tractor beam. And then yeah, Luke was like trying, I guess, got a telepathic contact through Luke, and then yeah, Luke and was like believing that Vader really was his father. And then he was just asking why didn't Obi-Wan tell him. Yeah. And then yeah, R2 then and was able to repair the hyperdrive, and then they were able to escape before getting caught in the Star Destroyer's tractor beam. And then yeah, Darth Vader just took off without a word. He walked off without a word. Yeah. And then yeah, and then while Luke and Leia were in a medical frigate, we saw like Lando and Chewie about to take off to find Jabba the Hutt and Boba Fett and save Han. And yeah, in this scene, Lando was wearing Han's clothes. Yes, I got that from seeing Family Guy. Yeah. Yeah, Lando was wearing Han's clothes in that scene. Yeah, and yeah, it showed them giving Luke a robotic hand. And yeah, unlike Anakin's robotic arm, yeah, Luke was actually given like skin for his robotic hand. Yeah, make it seem more like an actual hand. Yeah. And then it just showed Lando and Chewie taking off, and yeah, and it just showed Luke, Leia, C-3PO, and R2 watching them fly off, and yeah, I like how this movie ends. I like how it's just they leave it like a cliffhanger style ending, and just to like show that there will be another movie. So yeah, that's how the movie ended. So yeah, like I said, 4 stars out of 4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is my favorite Star Wars movie, and yeah, yeah, I would agree that this is the best one of the series. So yeah, alright, so that does it for my review of Empire Strikes Back. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.